they need. So one of the ways to build trust, with your customers and with your audience is by creating evergreen content. Another way is to be consistent. Consistently create content. I always emphasize on consistency, because consistency is very, very important. You have to keep on creating awareness for your brand, because you have so many competitors. As a brand owner, as a business owner, you have so many competitors. There are so many people doing the business that you're doing. There are so many people selling the services that you're selling. So one of the ways to stand out is to consistently put out content out there for your customers to see, for your customers to notice you, and also create evergreen content that can never be outdated, content that your customers will stumble through and still be able to get information from it.
Okay, talking about brand visibility now, can SEO focus content writing, can it help you to bring your brand to people to see? Brand visibility, will it allow you, when you use that tool, will it allow people to see more of you on all these platforms that you have mentioned?
Yeah, so SEO is a very important aspect of brand visibility, because it helps to allow your website to be seen by different people, by thousands and millions of people. That is actually the importance of SEO writing. So I advise every business owner to actually stick to this, because when you use SEO writing, it creates a very rapid search engine that when your customers search for your services, they can be able to see it. And this is actually the importance of SEO writing. So yes, SEO writing can actually increase your brand and business visibility.
Okay, now let's talk about the content writing mistakes that people do. Aside having professionals who can write these things for you, some business owners want to maximize their profit and use someone close to them, or even do it themselves. So what are the mistakes of putting content writing out there, and what are the mistakes that people commonly encounter when they are trying to write content that want to boost their business visibility or awareness? What are the things that you must have seen over the years that you need people to correct?
Okay, thank you so much. So one of the things I have noticed is making grammatical errors. There are some brand owners and business persons who are so reluctant to employ writers. They think they can do it themselves, so they take it up, and at the end of the day, their customer stumbles on their write-up, and the grammatical errors is so bad. Like, the customers doesn't understand what they are saying. The punctuations, the grammars they use are so wrong and all that. So this can actually be an off for your customers. They might not want to read your content again because they feel that you are unprofessional in what you're doing. So one of the mistakes I have noticed is that business owners and brand owners tend to make grammatical errors. So my advice is that before you post your content or you put out your content out there, make sure that you proofread it. Make sure that you employ a proofreader or an editor to be able to edit your content to avoid grammatical errors, because your customers want to read your work and be able to understand what you're saying. They should be able to grab the information that you're passing. So one of the mistakes I've noticed is grammatical errors. Brand owners should look into editing their work.
Okay, and we have been talking about content writing, and Doreen Adekunle is our guest on the program, and now we want to continue. Let's talk about the metrics that should be tracked if you want to measure the success of your content writing. If you want to know if you're doing well, what are the things that you must look out for as a content writer, or as a business owner, or as a service provider who is using content writing as a tool for productivity? What are the metrics that you must track?
Okay, so the metrics you must use is the visibility metrics. Now, the visibility metrics helps you to be able to know the number of audience that you have. You'll be able to monitor the number of customers that you have been able to reach out to or to sell to. So the visibility metrics is a metric that I advise for every brand owner, every business person, whether small business or a business. Make sure that you use the visibility metrics. Make sure that you keep tabs on your audience. When you have sold to your customer, do not just let the customer to just go like that. You can collect their contact, to keep tabs at them, note down the number of customers you've sold to, the number of audience you have, and all that. So one of the metrics I would advise for every business owner is the visibility metrics.
Okay, before we allow you go, can you advise those who are into content writing what they should do to ensure that the content writing tool is one of the tools that they must use to drive their business, especially artisans, especially skilled tutors, especially those who are into the talent world? What should they do using content writing?
Okay, so they should focus on improving their writing skills. Wake up one day and say you want to just start posting content and for your brand and all that. You have to master the art of content writing. Content writing is not just something that you just start like that. Go for trainings, register for courses to be able to improve yourself. I advise this for every brand owner, whether it's a small scale brand or a large scale brand. Make sure that you are professional. Make sure that you gain enough knowledge in content writing before you go into it. Gain enough knowledge in it. Master the art of content writing, and this will help you to promote your brand well through the art of content writing.
All right, thank you, Doreen. We want to thank you for coming on the Profit Point Show all the way from Osogbo in Osun State via Zoom. Thank you for talking to our viewers on content writing.
Pleasure, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma. Yes, ma.
That will be the size of the Profit Point Show for today. Where we'll come again next time. It will be time for us to go through our business review segment and the sectorial segment, giving us information on how to grow our businesses, ventures, services, and grow the economy of the nation. My name remains Charity James. I'll be your anchor next time. But before you join us, do endeavor to join us on our program by sponsoring or advertising on any of our programs on OGTV, especially the Profit Point Show, by calling this number 080-396-0423. 0803-396-0423. That is one of our marketers' number, or you can come to our marketing office at Abeokuta Air or any of our marketing office nearest to you. That's the size of the program where we'll come again. It will be time for us to talk about profit and ventures all across the nation. We'll see you again.